happened with LeBron's son, Bronny James.
Oh, I did hear that he had go to the hospital
because he's an athlete. What 18, 19, something like that. At the prime of his young life, and he went into cardiac arrest.
Bro, 18 years old. You said the prime of his life. He I don't
think he's even quite in his prime.
Not only is he a child athlete, he's LeBron's child athlete, which means the care is on a different level.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at LeBron's body and how he maintains his body.
Yeah.
So you're talking about a creme de la creme, premium athlete. He might not be the best basketball player in the world, but I mean, as far as like the training and everything he has available in the lifestyle, you think he's out there eating Takis and drinking Kool-Aid like we grew up? No, like he still has that, but he's eating different, and he has cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
like seeing that news, and even if I was against a lot of stuff where people are like anti whatever, I'd be like, yo, something's going on.
So I mean, like, what else y'all got to see?
Right.
Like, something is going on. This is the most like talked about high expectation, everything that he said as far as this being LeBron James' child. But you can even just equate it to what LeBron James does to his health. Like, look at all the effort that he puts into his health and how long he's able to maintain his career. If you think that someone like that, who's at the top of like the peak athlete,
athleticism,
of being athletic and taking care of their health, this is someone that you would never expect will have an issue with their heart.
I mean, athletes in general. I mean, even going back, last year, the year before, whatever, when we had the football players falling out on the field, right? I mean, we have never, ever seen players, and they're all heart issues, every single one of them. And it's just like, do y'all not see this? Like they know. The media is just not covering it, so then it does.
They're covering it. What they're doing is they're still pushing the shot. I literally was watching.
I don't understand. That's insane to me.
I'm listening to the Bronny because like they're people are obviously saying, yo, it's the shot. People are saying it's the shot. Yeah. So the news is like, okay, hey, cardiologist guy, is it the shot? And the cardiologist guy's like, look, there's a 1 in 53,000 chance that this happens. Okay, so it's rare, but when you look at basketball players, it increases. When you look at specifically black basketball players, it increases. It goes from a 1 in 53,000 chance to a 1 in 8,000 chance. Okay, is it rare? Yes. Is it extremely rare? We've never seen it before? No, it happens. It's like, yeah, it happens to the one player that like does cocaine or something. Right. You know what I'm saying? The rarity of it is based on that person's environment and their habits, not LeBron James' son.
What's the dude's name that was messing with Chloe? Was it Tristan?
Lamar Odom.
Lamar. He ain't had no heart attacks. He was out there doing coke. He was doing H. He had the hose. He was in brothels all night.
My dude was on the bench like.
I mean, my man was going in. He didn't have no heart attacks. Like, I mean, bro, you're not going to sit. Listen, I have a brain. I'm sorry. You're not going to sit here and tell me because an athlete trains their heart. The heart is a muscle. Okay, let's get that. Let's first of all say that. The heart is a muscle. It has the ability to, of course, grow, but it also has the ability to get stronger, which means it can sustain more stress. The whole cardiac system has the ability to get stronger. This is how they can run up and down the court all day long, right? Their bodies are meant to take that type of stress because they train for it.
Yeah.
It is primed for it, and especially at that age, right? I mean, I can look at my 7-year-old. He can run forever. Like he's 18.
I can run faster than him.
I'm
sorry, it's competitive. Like you can race right now, cuz.
Well, you may be able to run faster, but he probably be able to run longer. Right. Maybe not. I don't know. Man, shut up. How you gonna compare that? Anyway, but they're made for this. So I'm sorry. You can miss me with that. To say that, because he's a basketball player, they have a higher risk. What? I'm sorry. It would have, in my head, that's like saying that, okay, that's like saying that someone who goes to the gym has a higher risk of tearing his pectoral muscle than somebody else. Well, he trains it, right? But what is the rarity of it? It's very rare. But what it also does is it makes you more resilient to anything pec related. If we're just using that as an example, so yes, is there a higher risk because you're putting it under so much strain? Of course, right? But is it going to happen to all these basketball players, all these football players, all these? No, unless there's an intervention, unless there's something that is causing it. So that something is a shot.
I will look at the history of LeBron's family, just in general, because anytime you think about anyone's health, it's similarly tied back to things that happen in their family. How consistent has it been in LeBron's lineage in his family where people have these issues where they go into cardiac arrest? Now, obviously, everything, it doesn't, if you come from an unhealthy family, it doesn't mean you're going to, have these issues or not have these issues. It's also based on, your life and what you do. But if someone doesn't have a history of this particular illness or this type of thing that happens to you when you exert yourself physically, then come on, bro. There has to be different elements outside of the DNA that influenced your outcome when it comes to your health, because there's nothing that you can tell me that will make me think that anything that his workout regimen, the effort that he's putting in, just practicing. If you're just practicing and you're in practice and you go into cardiac arrest, what is his history of going into cardiac arrest? Prior to the pandemic, what was his history as far as having these issues with his body? I guarantee you won't find anything. But then if you look at, because I don't think they told us if he was actually shot up or whatever. But if you look at the history of, him taking it up until this particular point, there has to be some give because it's not adding up. And a lot of media outlets, they aren't talking about it. They aren't talking about this particular topic as far as him past. I'm not sure if it's out of respect for LeBron. There'll be people talking about it, but not
anything out of respect.
Not official a Stephen A. and Ryan Clark and people who legit go over and analyze sports. They are not talking about it. They're not. And I watch these shows actively, all the different sports podcasts. They're not talking about it. So I'm thinking that maybe there's something that's being pushed from the higher ups.
Of course, but this is the point.
Yeah.
All the news media is controlled because that doesn't make sense. The way that we're like, yo, this is shocking. These commentators would be like, yo, this is shocking. And they would be probing and asking questions. People want to figure stuff out. So, they're obviously controlling the narrative. Now, here's the thing. You talk about history. When we look at history and we look at what Kyrie was doing, during this entire time, Kyrie was I'm not getting that shot. I don't want it. I'm not getting it. And I don't got to get it. And what did LeBron do? Did LeBron support Kyrie? Did LeBron kind of say, hey, man, people need to do what's right.
LeBron got the shot.
LeBron got the shot.
Yeah, because he made a tweet years ago saying that he's going to do what's best for his family.
Yeah,
and stuff.
exactly.
And after research, they decided to.
Okay, so then if they decided to get the shot, then everybody got it.
Yeah.
If the head gets it, if Daddy got it?
Why wouldn't he? He believed it. He believed the hype. And when he did that originally, when he did it originally, I said, okay, so either he is lying and he's getting paid to say this, or he just plays basketball. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. He plays basketball. He's from Cleveland. He wants to do some things for his hometown, but he's not.
He's not in
on
this
that humanitarian type. I'm open minded.
He's not in that Kyrie world.
No.
Maybe that's why they had problems.
And I think that's probably. And I think that I'll speak for myself. I think that I've looked at him that way. Oh no, LeBron got to know what's going on. No, I don't think he does.
No, he doesn't.
And that's probably why they have problems.
You would think that someone of that level would know.
That's the assumption.
Because it's assumed, because if we were on that position.
But I think that's because that's the world we live in.
Yeah.
Right? 85. Erykah Badu, we talked about Erykah Badu. Erykah Badu said this. I don't know where she got it from. 85% of the world's population are followers.
Okay, I've seen this.
10% of the world's population are leaders. 5% are observers. LeBron probably falls within a follower role. He's a leader in basketball. I'm not saying he's not a leader as a person, but just because you're a leader doesn't mean you don't lead people wrong. Right? Mm-hmm. So the ones that are observers are the people that are shunned. Those are the people that are looking and they can see both sides. They can watch everything and they speak out. And the people are like, oh, no, we don't like you. That's a person like Kyrie, right? Someone who will come out of nowhere and be like, hey, this isn't right. Right? And then those are the people that are really like shunned. Now that also doesn't mean that you can't have leadership qualities or follow, have the ability to follow. But he when it comes to the world, he walks the line. You don't get to where you're at. You don't become a billionaire without walking the line in some way at some point. So they said, nah, we need these big people to get these shots. And LeBron is one of the people that could have paid a doctor to give him saline.
Well, a lot of people were doing that, and then they got caught, which is weird.
I don't even understand how you get caught.
Yeah, like that's real.
He's got so much money. You're right. Hey, listen, doc, come on. Someone his doctor he works with, personal doctor, come on over. When the doctor gets down, sits down, take phones, everything put away. Hey, man, we're not taking a shot. If you need to squeeze it out in the air, if you need to put something in my arm so it has blood on it or whatever to prove that you put this needle in my arm, put saline in it. Right? So it's basically an electrolyte shot. My family's not taking this, but put us on the list and I'll pay you $100,000. That's what I would do. Straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's what I would do. If I was in his position as a figure, like not Stephen Michaels, no, I'm not doing it. But if I was him, and I know what I have on the line, I know what I'm trying to do, yada, 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 I would pretend. I would lie.
I would too.
But I would not get it.
Yeah.
But I think he got it.
I probably just wouldn't get it and tell other people not to get it. Because if you were in
his
position,
you would Kyrie it.
Yeah. I mean,
but what if you were LeBron? Kyrie's not LeBron.
The thing is, if I was LeBron, I would go against it because he is the top. He is the top athlete.
But you also understand LeBron. Right, LeBron has done multiple things for his family. He's a family man.
Yeah, he's been like this since he was 18.
Okay, right.
So he's it's kind of hard to say with our mindsets to be in LeBron's position because LeBron being a billionaire and him going from because like if you watch his interviews, you can tell that he's been trained since he was that child. Up until this particular point, so he has someone guiding him,
molded.
They're molding him in a particular direction, and so because there came times where he was starting to speak out against China, and then the NBA was just like, "Hold on, cuz, like we gotta."
This is why Candace don't like him.
Yeah,
this is exactly why Candace don't like him.
Yeah,
she's like he is. And when she came out to speak about him, I think it was the pandemic. I think that was the topic. But when she came out to speak against him, I was like, hold on, Candace.
Black Lives Matter, I think maybe
it was before the pandemic.
Might have been Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, I think that was it. Black Lives Matter.
Because he was on that Black Lives Matter stuff too.
And then Candace was like, wait, LeBron, what are you doing? Like, and then she realized, oh, he's not
what we think.
He's not what we think.
Here's the thing, man. Like, I don't have nothing against LeBron.
I don't either.
Do what you do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do what you do to make your life for the family and everything. Like he's a basketball player. We should not be looking at him like, you know what I'm saying, Shri or something like that. Like, he's a basketball player. If you're
telling him to shut up and dribble?
See, no, I literally I was about to say I hate to niche him down like that.
No,
but we have elevated him.
He's a basketball player. He's not a philosopher or a revolutionary or I don't know black leader in the community. He's not.
He's a basketball player that wants to give back.
He's a basketball player.
Yeah. So not shut up and dribble.
No, he could talk.
That sounds like shut up and dribble to me.
Wow.
No. He's a basketball player.
No. I know what Chris is saying.
Like, it's okay. Jamie Foxx is an actor. Like these aren't
and comedian.
We have exalted him.
Bro, I would put RZA up there. Now that's different.
Islam?
Yes.
Okay.
If RZA went out and was like, "Yo, guys, look, this, everybody's died. Get the shot." Then now I'm like, "Wait, RZA."
Nah. Yeah.
That would be where I would be like, "Wait, they cloned him. Like something's wrong." But LeBron, it's to be expected. That's why when Kyrie didn't walk that line, we're like, "Okay, Kyrie."
Yeah.
It was a shock that he didn't go along with it. It shows.
When they say the NBA is modern day slavery,
It shows his morals and his values and his character. And in my opinion, it's slated. You know what Kyrie's on.
yeah.
But yeah, man.
man.
I hope everything's all good with Bronny James. Hope he's.
Yeah, me too, man. I don't want to.
He's the next. He's the
That's-
next big thing,
dude, that's-
supposedly. Well,
That's
besides
crazy.
the-
I just want to see them
Wembanyama.
play together.
Yeah,
That would be dope.
LeBron is literally I think that he's literally holding off as long as possible. Like he's literally like pulling himself back a little bit so he can give himself a little longevity. But he's supposed to be going into the league next year or the year after, or this year the year after.
But we'll see though, because now it's he came out with a tweet, which was I think is cool, just saying like, hey, thank you for all the prayers and
Bronny?
no,
LeBron.
Oh.
LeBron came out with a tweet saying thank you for all the prayers and energy and all that stuff. And
You know they got Bronny on house arrest. He's not allowed to say anything. I guarantee you that.
Yeah.
of course. I mean, that's
Because
Is he still
if
18?
he's 18.
Yeah, he's still 18.
If he comes, he's like, "Yo, y'all, I got that shot, da da da," and I think it's a wrap because
Yeah.
he lives in this world.
Yeah.
There's no way that he hasn't heard the discussion between the shots.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so he's.
Shout out to Bronny James.
yeah. Shout out to Bronny James. Shout out to you, man.